Samsung is starting the new year with a new phone, the Galaxy S21 FE. It's a new version of the Galaxy S21 that comes with the same processor and a bigger screen, but for $100 less. You can buy it starting January 11th for $700. I know what you're probably thinking. Another new Samsung phone? Between the Galaxy S21 series and the Galaxy A series, Samsung already has a lot of phones to choose from. Plus, we're also expecting to see the Galaxy S22 soon. So, you might be wondering, who is this phone for? Like the Galaxy S20 FE that came before it, the S21 FE is meant to be a cheaper alternative to Samsung's premium Galaxy S phones, but not too cheap like the Galaxy A series. In other words, if you're the type of person that would rather buy last year's phone at a discount than buy the latest and greatest model, then the Galaxy S21 FE is probably for you. In a way, you can think of the Galaxy S21 FE as a combination of the regular Galaxy S21 and the S20 FE. It has the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chip as the S21, and like the S21 and S20 FE, you can also crank up the screen's refresh rate to 120 Hz. Both of these things make the S21 FE feel pretty fast and snappy so far. But otherwise, the S21 FE really has a lot in common with the S20 FE, Samsung's previous generation mid-range phone. For example, both phones have a triple lens camera with a 12-megapixel wide camera, 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and 8-megapixel telephoto lens. There's also a 32-megapixel selfie camera on both phones. But on the S21 FE, you can also record video with the front and rear cameras at the same time, similar to the regular S21's Director's View feature. But this works a little differently on the S21 FE. You can't switch between the three rear lenses like you can on the S21. One of the few things that's actually different about the S21 FE compared to the regular S21 and S20 FE is its screen size. At 6.4 inches, it's definitely larger than the S21, but slightly smaller than the S20 FE. It's definitely larger than the S21, but it still feels really easy to use with one hand. The Galaxy S21 FE looks almost exactly like the regular S21 from the front, and even on the back, they both have a very similar matte texture. But the regular S21 does have a few design accents that make it feel like a more premium, expensive phone. You'll notice the regular S21's edges and camera bump both have a glossy metallic finish, while the S21 FE just feels more muted all around. The Galaxy S21 FE definitely feels sleek and lightweight, but it also doesn't necessarily wow me like the Pixel 6, which is $100 cheaper and is made of Gorilla Glass. We were impressed with the Galaxy S20 FE's battery when we reviewed it, and I'm hoping that the same will be true for the S21 FE. Just like the S20 FE, the S21 FE has a 4500 mAh battery, which is certainly much bigger than the S21's battery. I've been using the S21 FE for almost a full day, and I still have around 70% of my battery left. Samsung's new phone also supports both types of 5G, millimeter wave and sub-6, and it also comes with 128 gigs of storage. There's no headphone jack or expandable storage, but Samsung is also selling another version that comes with twice the storage and 8 gigs of RAM for $770. Overall, the Galaxy S21 FE feels like a promising option for those who want a new phone but don't want to spend nearly $1,000. But I'm also wondering if it'll be enough to stand out in Samsung's crowded lineup and against other similarly priced Android phones. And don't forget, the Galaxy S22 is probably right around the corner, and rumors suggest it'll come with a big 50-megapixel camera upgrade. If Samsung's pricing for the S22 is the same as the S21's, it might also only be $100 more expensive than the S21 FE. That could possibly make the S21 FE a tough sell, but of course that all depends on what the Galaxy S22 actually has to offer. Then of course there's also the Pixel 6, which is a little cheaper than the S21 FE and has a lot to offer for the price. We really love the Pixel 6's camera, design, and processor and other features, and it's a really compelling choice for Android fans that don't want to spend too much money. We'll have to spend more time testing the S21 FE before we really know where it stands. Thanks for watching, and check back for our full review soon.